Hola! Today I want to talk about the gear that I'm taking on the Camino de Santiago. It is laid out here. The base weight is going to be about 17.5 pounds. So with a full bottle of water and snack, I'll be up around 20 pounds, which is the max that I want to carry. And one of the important things to know about this is that this is not a backpacking trip. This is going from village to village across Spain, and I will be staying in albergues every evening, so we don't need tents and a lot of backpacking equipment. So the key to this is to travel as light as possible. So I will be taking basically 2 sets of clothes, toiletries, some electronics, and I'll go through all that now. So probably the most important piece of gear are the shoes. I am taking the Salomon XA Pro. These are the shoes I've used for years and years. I finally got a new pair that actually works. So I've hiked in these several times. They're in good shape, very excited about them, and they'll serve me well. The one thing that I do, I actually use separate insoles. These provide me more support than the ones that come with the factory. I like the middle padded ones, so they're the red ones by Sole, and those are in my shoes. I am also carrying a separate pair, which is a little bit of extra weight. However, I am not sure I can find those exact insoles in Europe, and those are the ones that work for me. And so I'm supposed to change those out at about 200 miles. I'm going to stretch that a little bit and change them out at halfway. So I'm bringing an extra pair to make sure that my feet are taken care of. The other pair of shoes I'm bringing is a pair of hiking sandals. I have used these on several hikes. They work really well. A lot of the pilgrims bring flip-flops or Crocs to get out of the shoes once you get through walking for the day, let your feet breathe, recover a little bit. I'm bringing those hiking sandals to do that. Plus, if I really need an extra pair of hiking shoes, my feet are bothered by the other shoes or whatever, for whatever reason, I can use the sandals and be in good shape. Clothes. What I'm going to be doing on the Camino is walking in the same pair of clothes every day. These are hiking pants. These are by Clothing Arts. I call them my CIA pants. They have all kinds of pickpocket proof features, zips, flaps, buttons, and I have hiked in these pants virtually every training hike for the last 3 years. They're still in really good shape, and I'm going to take those on the Camino with me. I have a belt, and then my hiking shirt is a sun shirt from Sims. It has a hood, so that will help me with sun protection, back of my neck. Long sleeve shirt. I always hike in a long sleeve shirt for sun protection, insect bites, those kind of things. And I always hike in long pants. I never zip them off because, again, the same reasons for sun protection, insect bites, thorny bushes along the trail. I always hike in long pants. Once I get into the Camino, then I will change into my second pair of clothes. This is a collared Columbia hiking shirt as well, long sleeve. I could hike in this if I wanted to, but basically what I'm doing is going to wear this around the albergue, around town with a collar. It's a nice looking shirt, so if I go out to eat at the restaurant or something, visit a cathedral, museum, whatever, this will be a nice shirt to have. And then the other pair of pants that I will use around the albergue in town is a pair of Piranha yoga pants. Very loose, very comfy. Lounge around in these after a day of walking. They'll be very comfortable for me. The last piece is I'm bringing a pair of shorts, basically to go to and from the shower, and also then to sleep in. So just something comfy to sleep in. Some pilgrims actually sleep in their hiking gear so they can just get up in the morning and go. I'm going to be much more comfortable if I'm just sleeping in a pair of baggy shorts, and we'll be good to go in the morning, change out fairly quickly. Other clothing, socks. I am bringing 2 pairs of hiking socks and 1 pair of the toe socks. So the hiking socks that I hike in, these are Darn Tough socks. They're the ultra thin socks. I have 2 pairs here, and there's no padding at all. And this actually works really well for me because there's not a lot of padding for the feet to rub and get balled up. It's just a sleeve over the feet. And with the insoles, those shoes, ultra thin socks, those work really well for me. And then the toe socks, these have a couple of features. I can wear these with my sandals, which I often do when I'm hiking in sandals. I'll wear the toe socks. And also, if I want to use them as liners in those pair of socks, if for some reason I wanted more protection on my feet, I could do that. And if, hopefully I don't, but if I get blisters on my toes, then I can bandage my toes, use the toe socks to hold the bandages in place, and that'll work really well. And last, I have 2 pair of hiking underwear. These are sport boxers from Ex Officio. I like these the best. I've been hiking in these for years, and those do well for me as well. Then I have a jacket. It's actually a rain jacket. That's all I'm taking. It's going to serve as my warm layer and my rain jacket. It's a hooded rain jacket from Columbia. Pretty basic rain jacket. And my other warm layer is I have a buff that I will use in place of a knit hat or anything else, and a pair of very, very thin glove liners. I think these are from REI. And that is the sum total of my warm layer. So if it gets snow up in the Pyrenees or whatever, that's going to have to do it. And then I have a sun hat. Obviously it's going to be really sunny over there. So that is the very last of all of my apparel. Then I have a variety of toiletry bags and various things. So these are going to be starting with the feet and just general hiking. I have a couple of Gold Bond friction device roll-ons. I use these for various chafing areas when I hike. One will probably be enough. However, because I'm in Europe and I don't know if I will be able to find this same brand, I'm bringing a second one just in case. I have some sunscreen, a little travel size sunscreen, and a little travel size antibiotic ointment for my feet, blisters, whatever. And because we are traveling from village to village, I don't need to bring a lot of stuff. So we're basically just bringing travel size of everything. I have a baggie with a variety of Band-Aids, Compeed presses, those little cushion donuts for corns and calluses. I also have a small sewing kit here with a couple of needles to poke blisters if I need to, put some thread through it, let them drain. So basically this is my blister repair kit. For showering, washing, toiletries, I have a bottle of Camp Suds. This is going to be my soap for everything. Washing my clothes in the sink at night, hanging them out to dry, shampoo, body wash, this is everything. I have a travel size toothbrush, a travel size toothpaste. I have an S-hook here that will hang from the shower curtain, because in the showers oftentimes we will not have a place to hang clothes, toiletries, etc. So I'll hang my dry bag over the shower curtain to make sure that my shorts and whatever else I bring into the shower stays dry. I have some 3 little clips to hang clothes on a clothesline, some safety pins for the same thing. And the last couple things in here, I have a very small container of Sea to Summit laundry wash. If I do find a washing machine and want to use it, one of these little sleeves in here will work, actually leaves, will work. And there's 50 of them in here, so this little thing contains more than enough laundry soap for the entire Camino. And last, I use a reach to dental floss. It just works for me, so I have a full-size reach. But that basically is my washing, shower kit, laundry bag. Because of my sinuses and allergies and stuff, I have a little more toiletries than some people. I'm bringing, nail clippers, of course, a bottle of Flonase, a bottle of nose spray, bottle of eye drops, some ibuprofen, we'll definitely use those, and chapstick. And then I use wet wipes, a travel thing of wet wipes for cleaning my hands and whatever else is there. And then I have just a bag of gadgets. I have a very small headlamp. I have a Swiss Army knife. It does have a bottle opener, obviously, for all the wine. I have several pairs of earplugs. There's going to be a lot of snoring pilgrims in the bunk beds and the rooms, and so earplugs are essential. I also have 2 straps that I can lash things onto my backpack or use to do a laundry line in the dorm from a bunk bed to something else to hang up clothes at night if they're not dry yet. And then in here I have extra batteries for everything. So my watch and anything else that I have electronic, I have extra batteries. So good to go with that. I have a bag right now of just protein bars. I found some Pro bars. I like those the best. I've got about 6 of them in here now, and I'll trim this down obviously to about 2. I'm only going to carry like 2 or so at a time. This is way too heavy. And the last little baggie that I have, this is my poop in the woods bag. I'm using blue bags. These are what we take up on the mountain, high on the mountain, on glaciers and snow fields when we have to poop up there. It's a double bag system. You do what you need to do. You scoop it up in a double baggy Ziploc system. I've got wipes, obviously, a little bit of toilet paper just because, and that will get me through pooping in the woods a lot of times. So hopefully that'll be enough. And then my electronics, I have electronics, not very many in this little bag, except a CPAP machine. So I will talk about that in a minute because I am actually carrying a travel CPAP machine. So my electronics, I have a 6-foot extension cord. The only reason I'm bringing this is because of the CPAP machine, because I'm not always going to be near an outlet, so hopefully this will help. I have a European adapter, so that will hopefully get me plugged in. I have a charger for USB ports, and then various cords. I have my earbuds to listen to music. I have a charging cable for my phone and stuff. I have other USB ports. I have a extra battery so that I can charge things in an emergency, and then another charging cord just in case. So that really is all the electronics I'm bringing except the phone, which is recording this, and I actually am going to bring a selfie stick, the first time I've ever used one, and that's being used as well. Sunglasses for the sun, a microfiber towel. I'm bringing, I think, the medium version. That's the entire towel. So that is going to be plenty big enough to wash and dry with, and then it dries very quickly, so it'll be good to go for the next day. I have a guidebook. This is the one that I like. It is the Camino de Santiago by Anna Tinneman and David Landis. I've looked at several. I like this one best, and so that's will be useful. And then I have a little fanny pack, which I will wear on my front, and this has all of my valuables. It has a passport, my euros, my pilgrim passport, anything of value, wallet, credit card, debit card, all will go into this. I will wear this 24/7, have it with me at all times. One of the symbols on the Camino is a shell, scallop shell. So I actually picked this up down in North Carolina on the coast when we were on a trip with our grandsons. Has a lot of sentimental meaning to me, so I'm actually going to use this one instead of buying one on the Camino. I have a little bitty light day pack just to go around town instead of carrying my regular pack. If we're touring around town and I want like a bottle of water or a rain jacket or whatever, I can just wear this little pack. It's very light. It's actually a technical pack. I actually summited Mount Whitney with this thing. I took my expedition pack with all my tent and everything up to high camp, and then on summit day I just put a down jacket, about 3 liters of water, gloves, and some snacks in this, and actually this was my day pack for Mount Whitney. So the big thing for me is a travel CPAP machine. I'm not going to take it all out, it's in this bag. It's very small, but very heavy with the battery and all the parts. So this weighs 3.5 pounds. So, and there is nothing I can do about that because I need that. So without the CPAP, my base weight is down between 13 and 14 pounds because this is 3.5 pounds. This little bag has extra parts just in case, because I need a filter change or something. So between this, and the extension cord, that's a good 5 pounds almost. So of that 17.5 pounds of my base weight, 5 of those are related to the CPAP machine that normally a pilgrim would not need to use. I have a bottle of water. It's just one of the little plastic ones from the store. I'll just fill this up throughout the day. There's fountains everywhere in all the little villages. I have a pair of hiking poles, which I will bring. And then I have chosen to bring a sleeping bag. There's a big debate with the pilgrims whether it's a sleeping bag or a sleep liner. This is the Aleutian North Face. It's a 55-degree bag, so it's very light because it doesn't provide much warmth at all. And this is actually 0.88 pounds. Sleeping liners are about 0.8 pounds. So this actually is a fraction above the weight of a sleep liner. And I like this because I can fully unzip this, be half in, half out, use it as a quilt, whatever. So this is much more versatile than a sleep liner and virtually weighs the same weight. So this was a great find. I'm bringing a little blow-up pillow, inflatable pillow. Don't really need this normally, however, with my back, I like to sleep with a pillow underneath my knees when I'm sleeping on my side to help my spine. So sleeping with a second pillow is huge for me. Backpack that I'm taking is my Osprey variant. It is a 54-liter bag, I think. I'd have to look. Which is actually bigger than I need. However, that is a backpack I actually use for summit climbs. It's very comfortable. It will fit all of this and then some, which I don't need to fill it. However, it's got a beefy hip belt, nice support system. So I usually carry about 35 plus pounds in that up a mountainside, carrying 17 to 20 pounds on the Camino. It's going to be easy peasy, so not a problem. I actually have attached to my pack a crampon pouch. This is what I keep my crampons in. So I'm actually going to leave it on there because I can put just really readily accessible things. I can put my lunch in there, whatever else I want to grab really quickly instead of going down through my pack. So this is my backpack. I love this backpack. Very sturdy hip belt structure, which I mentioned. The other thing I like about this versus some of the other packs, it has the ergonomically designed strap, so it fits very comfortably. Great pack, love this. And that is it. That is the entire thing that I will be taking on the Camino. Again, about 17.5 pounds base weight. Once I add water and a snack and stuff, it'll be up around 20 pounds. And that's what I'll be carrying. So anyway, hopefully that is interesting. And buen camino.